Hello everybody and welcome back to Dollar Tree Dinners. My name's Rebecca and today we're going to be making brunch. Brunch for either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or maybe even New Year's, but we're doing a $15 brunch board and I am taking inspiration from a few different pictures that I found on the internet. And if the one that I create turns out half as good as any of these, I will be happy, and hopefully it gives you an idea on something you can have if you're having company over and you want something that's kind of easy to make. You can prep some of the ingredients in advance, just throw it together the morning of, and people can just kind of graze on it throughout the morning as you're mingling and socializing and spending time with your family. I think this is going to be perfect for both kids and adults, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun making it. I do want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I woke up to 100,000 followers, which is crazy because I started this year with only 3,000. So throughout the course of the year, we have grown 97,000 of you, which is very fast and very incredible. I am super grateful to each of you. And not only did I wake up to 100,000, but you guys already noticed, and I was getting comments and messages from people congratulating me on hitting that milestone. And I'm so humbled and I'm so grateful that you guys are not only invested in me and my growth, but the growth of this channel and everything that it provides to this community. It makes me incredibly happy and I am so gracious to be a part of it. I did something kind of similar to this brunch back around Mother's Day, so if you want to reference that, there are a couple of other recipes in that video that you can use. We're doing a very simplified version of it, as this one is only $15 and that one was $20. With the $15 though, if you wanted to spend about $20, you could definitely integrate some coffee or some tea or juice and kind of also have beverages to go along with this platter. And this isn't so much a recipe as it more or so is a presentation or a concept. So everything that we're going to be making is extremely simple. Anybody can do it. It's all about just putting the board together. But let's go ahead and show you what I got for $15 and then we will make our board. So for $15 you can get 12 items at Dollar Tree, and like I said, mix and match and change things up based on your store's inventory or preference. I'm going to go over what I got and what I wanted to get because I did have to substitute a couple of items. I knew I wanted to get bacon, so I have 3 packs of bacon here. These have 4 slices each. This is 12 slices of bacon. And then I also have the sausage links. These are 6 links each, so again, we have 12 of those. I also have some biscuit mix and some muffin mix, and then I have a couple of cans of fruit. I have some fruit cocktail and some peach halves, along with the milk that we need to prepare the muffin mix and the biscuit mix. Now, as far as what I wanted to get those little pecan twirls. They look like little cinnamon buns, but my store was out of them, and I also wanted to get powdered donuts. So instead, I got some lemon shortbread cookies. I feel like the lemon's gonna be a really nice kind of pop of freshness if they're good. I have not tried them. And then I also got these little single serve cinnamon crumb cakes, so like coffee cakes, and these are kind of hit or miss, so they also might not be good. I do need to try them today. But again, I really wanted to get donuts and I wanted to get pecan twirls. So feel free to maybe substitute the coffee cake for donuts. I think that the lemon shortbread cookies were a really good find though. I am going to be using a mini muffin tin for this. You can definitely use a regular muffin tin, but I really want everything to be nice and bite-sized and poppable. So I'm probably going to be making half of this into muffins and half of this into biscuits. And the only other thing you'll need is a serving platter. I have kind of a variation of these, but I do get these at Dollar Tree. I also have this clear one. They are about the same size, but the clear one is just ever so slightly bigger. So I do kind of want to use my plaid one. This is part of the Dollar Tree Christmas collection from like 3 or 4 years ago. But I could really use either of these. If I feel like I need to use the clear one, I will, but I think this will look a little bit more festive. And the first thing I'm going to do is spray my mini muffin tin with some nonstick cooking spray. This is a nonstick spray, but it's just an added layer of protection for me. I've been testing this canola cooking spray from Dollar Tree, and so far it's one of the better ones that I've found, although it does tend to kind of foam and fizzle up. I'm not really quite sure why that is because other cooking sprays that I buy do not do that. But yeah, so far this has been one of the better cooking sprays that I've ever found at Dollar Tree. I don't like their butter spray. That one does not work for me really at all. So we're going to start with mixing up the muffin mix. Normally I do use 2% milk, but Dollar Tree was out of that. They only had the 1% and almond. You can definitely substitute a non-dairy milk if you prefer. If you wanted to swap out the flavor of muffin mix too, you can get things like apple cider, banana nut, chocolate chip, or blueberry. Those are the flavors that I've seen at Dollar Tree. Or if you have some strawberry cheesecake or something in your pantry, that's my personal favorite muffin mix, is either the strawberry cheesecake or the blueberry cheesecake. Sadly though, they do not sell those flavors at Dollar Tree, and I'm not quite sure why. But I'm gonna divide this between 12 mini muffin tins. Just wash that same bowl to save on a dish, and now I'm gonna mix the biscuit mix. I got the cheddar garlic flavored one. I do miss the old cheddar garlic biscuit mix, the Biscuit brand I think it was, but this Pillsbury one's all they carry recently. And I do notice that the directions call for a half cup of milk, but I find that I have to add an extra tablespoon or two to get it to the right consistency. And then I'm gonna divide the biscuit mix into the other 12 little mini muffin tins. So we have little bite-sized biscuits and bite-sized muffins. I am gonna bake our little mini muffins and biscuits at 400 degrees for about 12 minutes. In the meantime, we can fry up our bacon and our sausage. The sausage is already cooked, but it's kind of the brown and serve kind. So I'm gonna start just 4 slices at a time, frying up all the bacon. I'm gonna take this off and let it drain, and we can go in with our next batch of bacon. The timer just went off, so I'm gonna take a peek at the biscuits and the muffins, and it looks like they're starting to brown, but they're not quite brown, so I am gonna give those just a couple more minutes. Muffins and biscuits are nicely browned. That did take about 15 minutes total, and you can see the biscuits kind of rose up like little popovers, but we are gonna let these cool pretty much completely. I'm just gonna leave them in the muffin tin. So on goes our third and final batch of bacon. And then after that, we just have to cook the sausage, and we're pretty much ready to assemble our board. I kind of tore this batch taking it out of the package, but it's shrinking back up just fine. And now we can fry up our sausage links. And if you definitely wanted to, you could scramble some eggs if you have them. My Dollar Tree doesn't sell eggs, unfortunately, so I am making this an eggless breakfast. But you have all this sausage and bacon fat here. Definitely the perfect environment to scramble up some delicious eggs or fry them up, whatever you choose. So we have our little mini muffins and our mini biscuits. We also have our fried sausage and our fried bacon. Everything up until this point can be done the day before, and you can put the sausage and the bacon in the fridge. You can even reheat them briefly in the microwave the next day to crisp them up again. Now it's time for our canned fruit. I am also going to be cutting these peach halves into quarters. 4, 5, 6 halves, so 3 whole peaches in that can. Let's see what these little lemon shortbread cookies look like. I think those will be a cute little filler for the board. And it looks like it comes with 9 cookies. I like the little swirl pattern on top. And then we also have our little coffee cakes. Which are individually wrapped, and they don't look that impressive out of the box, but we do have to try them and see what they taste like. Now personally, getting to this part is easy. You have all these little components prepped, you know what you bought, but for me the hardest part is actually assembling the board. And I did switch over to this clear one because I kind of tried to assemble it already on that one, and even though this one isn't that much bigger, it's enough bigger that it makes a difference in how the board looks. Plus it doesn't have that lip that the other one has. So this one is the better choice, personally speaking. But as I mentioned, getting to this part is easy. Getting the board assembled is difficult because it takes some artisticness and a little bit of creative energy. And sometimes that's hard, but just take it one step at a time. I tend to kind of treat the board like a clock a little bit, and anything I put on one side, I kind of try to mirror on the other side. We can start with some of our larger aspects like the mini muffins, make a couple of different little piles on the board. I'll make 3, and I'll stack them 4 tall. Then we can do the same with the biscuits, similar kind of structure, just kind of a few little stacks. And I'm going to put the biscuits kind of in between the muffins. Now we can start kind of filling in some of our bacon. So put a couple of slices of bacon in between each little stack here. The biscuits are a little challenging because they don't want to stay on top of each other. Probably do also 3 stacks of bacon, and they will be 4 slices in each. If you need to move stuff around as you do this, definitely do. So you can see how we're doing like a kind of clock style motion. And for me, that just makes it the most appealing because I really like symmetry. Now we can start with our sausage. Anywhere where there's not bacon, I'm gonna put a few links of sausage. Now from here, if I wanted to, I could put the peaches kind of in the center here, which is probably what I'll do. I probably could have done without the fruit cocktail altogether. And now we have the little coffee cakes and the shortbread cookies, and we can use these as like little space fillers. So especially like around these edges here, we can stack a few cookies to kind of hang over the edge. I'm kind of putting the shortbread cookies where the muffins are because I feel like those look the best. I'm doing little stacks of 3. So we're getting some symmetry here. And I'm pulling these sausages out so that they're kind of sticking out over the edge a bit, so that I have places to put these little coffee cakes. We can just kind of shove those in wherever we can find a gap. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're really just trying to make sure that every little gap that you can is filled in with something. I actually didn't have room on the board for the fruit cocktail, so I could have potentially made this even cheaper and just did the peaches. And with that, our Dollar Tree brunch platter is complete. It's a little bit of a process, but it's definitely worth it, and I think it presents really nicely. So this was really fun to make, and if you consider the fact that I didn't even end up using the fruit cocktail, then you could make this for $15, including the price of the serving tray. But the rest of this is all finger food, so your guests could potentially just grab an assortment of biscuits, cookies, sausages, a couple slices of bacon. I'm gonna try a little bit of everything. Coffee cake. Is that everything? And a peach half. I think that about does it. I got 2 sausages because those are my favorite, as you guys know. But I think that is everything, right? We got a cookie, we've got a muffin, a biscuit, we've got a coffee cake, bacon, sausage. We got 2 slices of bacon. All right, let's dig in real quick. So this would be for a little bit more of an intimate setting, say 4 to 6 people, I'm gonna say, because we have 12 of each of the bacon and the sausage. I think that 6 is probably a really reasonable amount of people to feed with something like this. I mean, they're gonna be grazing on it over the course of the morning. But let's try everything. Let's start with something new, which is the coffee cake. And I've never tried this before. Like I said, this brand is kind of hit or miss. I don't like a lot of their products. I'm hoping that the coffee cake's better. To my surprise, I think the coffee cake is the best thing that they have. I've tried their cornbread, I've tried their brownies. This is the first time trying the coffee cake. And of everything that they sell, so far, this is the best thing I've tried. I find that their products just can be a little bit overly sweet and sometimes just a little bit dry, as in the case of the brownies, but this is kind of the perfect balance. It's still moist, it has a nice cinnamon flavor to it. It does have a little bit of crumb topping. Not as much as it looks like on the box or on the picture, but it's enough to still provide a little bit of texture and a little bit of crunch. Next up we have our lemon shortbread cookie, which is also new for me. I know they don't market this as a breakfast cookie, but it really is the perfect breakfast cookie to serve with tea or coffee. If you've been in the market for something that's light and crisp and will go with your morning breakfast, this lemon cookie is kind of the perfect idea. I'm really glad that they didn't have the donuts and the pecan twirls. I'm really glad that I got these instead. Gotta mix in a little bit of savory to go with our sweet. They're Jimmy Dean sausage links. You can't really go wrong. They're name brand, crispy, salty. We do have our little biscuit poppables. And if you wanted something to serve with the biscuits, you could add in a packet of gravy mix or some butter or something like that. Something to pair with the biscuits, but they're not dry at all. They're actually, I think this is probably my favorite way to make these little biscuits because it makes 12 of them and they're really good size. Another suggestion that I'll probably show later on down the road is to take these biscuits and make 24 really small biscuits instead of 12. Cut these little sausage links into thirds and put a sausage link in each biscuit to make a little mini sausage biscuit. I might do that soon. We have our bacon. I've had Dollar Tree bacon so many times. If you have never tried Dollar Tree bacon, like if you're one of those people that's kind of been on the fence about buying meat products at Dollar Tree, start with the bacon. It's 4 slices. It's $1.25. It's a really good way if you just need a little bit of bacon for a recipe. We got 12 slices for $3.75. That's not a bad deal. I honestly think it's one of the best products that they carry, and I hope they never stop carrying it. Personally, I'm not a big fan of peaches, but I don't mind canned peaches. So let's try these. I forget what they were called. They are Miss Eden Kitchen. I don't like peaches, but those are actually pretty delightful. I'm definitely going to be buying those from Dollar Tree from now on, as long as they carry them, because they are not overly sweet, even though they're packed in a syrup, and they still have a good bit of that peach texture. Like they're not mushy in any sort of way or overcooked. I like that they're halves, so they feel more substantial. Honestly, that's a really good buy for $1.25. And then last but not least, we have our little mini muffin, which is, it's just a muffin, but in mini form. I'm being very genuine with you guys that sometimes whenever I'm trying to come up with holiday ideas and little special treats, there's a bit of a challenge element when it comes to shopping at Dollar Tree. But I stumbled across this breakfast board idea and I ran with it, and I am really impressed with how this turned out. And I think it's something that you could make entirely from Dollar Tree and it still be really elegant and impressive. I really think you're going to enjoy this. If you do try it, of course, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you again soon.